Rise up with the courage to be great. Why is it that most lives are controlled by small and petty circumstances? I'm sometimes saddened as I watch people lose the good and great things that are within their reach, which could be theirs, with but a little act of courage. The mediocre, the average, is the one I speak of here. The one who has so little self-esteem that they cannot trust their own thoughts and judgments, but in the final analysis must rely on outside sources for their decisions. This is who is ruled by the mob, or who accept all things they read as truth, and finally become like the mob. This is who has some degree of success only when caught upon the crest or wave generated by a few exceptional, self-directed individuals. This is who has a positive mental attitude for the moment when they are in the presence of positive individuals, but when left alone, falls to their negative knees. This is who sells their God-given birthright of freedom to think their own thoughts for fear of what they think neighbors might think. This is who stands tall when prompted by the actions of the mob, but is terrified by the silence of their own presence. This is who follows and fears to lead. This is who hides their deeds in the cloak of nobility, since dishonesty prevents them from dealing with truth and reality. This is who cries foul when life has passed them by. This is who is ruled by circumstances. The strong create circumstances which serve their needs and desires. If you are of circumstance, the cure for this disease is courage. Courage is among the most beautiful of human expressions. Courage, as I see it, is an act in the face of fear. We only need courage when we're afraid, which means we need courage most all of the time because we are afraid of something almost all of the time. I've discovered that fear becomes a coward when faced with but a small act of courage, and further, that the muscle of courage will grow, and it will grow stronger with continued use. My advice to myself is to do those things which I fear and keep doing them until I no longer am afraid, and then I will become the master of my thoughts and truly great. I have interviewed over 1,000 millionaires, and I have studied the deeds of both great and small, and I have studied those who are great and small. In this study, there appears to be many differences. All of these differences, which have at their base one single thing. That single thing is courage. Courage is that one ingredient that separates the weak from the strong, the successful from the just getting by crowd, the great from the average. All the things you desire in life have one common handle, which is made for the hand of courage. To be afraid is to be alive. To act against that fear is to be great. Someone once said, "I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees." Rise up and be a star. You can give to be great. This message of courage is brought to you by EA Csolkovits, founder and patriarch of GIVERS University.